Alright guys, so this video that you're about to see, I was very questionable whether or not I was even going to post it. And I think I'm obviously gonna, otherwise I wouldn't be making this, but the reason I am is just because I have so much time and effort into it, but it's clearly a big and huge epic fail. So before any of you start commenting that this video is a waste, it's pointless, there's nothing here with importance or any of that, just realize that I'm only posting this just because I have a lot of time and just to kind of show that not everything is always going to be peaches and cream and always work out well for you. So hope you guys enjoy the epic fail because it definitely is one. Thanks for watching. Did you see the video where I installed these and maybe these? If you did, and you're thinking I have way too many lights on my truck, then this video's for you because we are adding more lights to the truck, and it is not light bars, it's not in the form of light bars, it's not in the form of pods or reverse lights or anything of that nature. So either way, but it is getting more lights. And here we have the contents, and which case there's a whole bunch of stuff. Some paper that probably has nothing in it. So as we pull this out of here, just kidding, false alarm. Let's try that again. All right. As you can see, these are, I only did a set of 4, but they are the rock lights, the RGBs. And I believe that's right, RGB, something like that. And I'm gonna do one on each wheel well, basically. We are gonna install all of these rock lights, and these are all set. They sent me only that stuff to begin with, so they didn't even send me all the parts that I needed. I had to get in touch with the company and go through all the hassle of everything. So I got all that sorted out and everything, and we are ready to install them. So we're gonna jump right in here and get it done. So judging by the length of the truck and the length of the wires that they sent me, it's not gonna be long enough, and I'm gonna have to splice my own wires for the power, which is no big deal. It's just 2 wires. It just kind of sucks because I bought it as a kit, so you would think they would have everything in there that you need. But anyway, now that we got that burst of anger out, what we're gonna start doing is taking out every single inner fender liner that we have here. And it's really hard to see. It looks like just a black hole in there. But gonna take out all 4 of those, which sucks because I'm not a fan of taking these out. I've taken them out so many times and it's a pain in the ass. It really is. It's very time consuming and just plain sucks. So I'll get these off. 1 down, 3 to go. So what seemed like a second to you guys was about a half hour, 40 minutes maybe, a little bit of dicking around going on. All of the fender wells are out, so that is a good plus. And what you actually want to do, at least what I did, is I found the perfect spot that I think where my lights should go. And then what I did is I took a Sharpie, and you might not, yeah, let me just, let me get this filthy thing out of here. Throw it on the ground. And you can see right there, I have a X with Sharpie. So that way when I pull it out, or after I pull it out, then I know exactly where I want the lights to go. And it's just gonna make things a lot easier. And I ended up screwing myself. It's one of them things, but the S&B intake, if you missed that video, anyway, the truck has an S&B intake. And in the process of that, there's 2 holes on this fender liner right there. And you actually remove the one push pin, so one of these little majiggers here that are a pain. You actually remove that one and you put bolts down through these holes, and then you bolt your intake fast, sorta. It gets bolted to the frame as well, but you gotta bolt it down through there, which, so now you have to take more bolts out than you already had to, and there's already a ton in there. It's really kind of annoying. So there's that. And boom, just like that, they are all 4 mounted, secured, and ready to be wired up. This is the only one that I'm thinking I might have an issue with. And like I said earlier, I'm probably gonna end up having to splice on wires, which I'm hoping, I'd rather not have to do it, but all the other ones I think I'm perfectly fine. They're gonna reach, no problem. This is the only one that I'm concerned with, just because it's at the complete opposite corner of the battery and where all the wiring and everything is gonna be coming from directly, the source. So I'm gonna try and fish this first and just make sure that I will have enough wire. If not, worst comes to worst, I will have to splice and make stuff a little bit longer. So I'll get all these fastened, probably, like I said, start that one first, and then determine where I need to put the pack. And it's really simple. Basically, they give you a module, and all of them are different. But for instance, this one just has a positive and a negative going up to the battery, obviously, which it's not installed or anything yet. I just have it up there. And then you have basically your harness that just ties into the module, and these all screw into your lights. And these just fasten with screws on the back. They just tighten in there. It's really simple to install that. So I'm kind of thinking I'll have that hanging back here somewhere, but I got to keep that up out so it doesn't get muddy and all kind of ruined that way. So hopefully they all reach. We're about to find out. They actually tuck away up in there pretty nice, I must say. And I have all the wires back here for the most part, other than the controller. I did decide that I am just gonna mount the controller back here as well. So I have all 4 wires ran underneath. All the fender liners are back in. So now what I can do is move these out of the way. And I ended up just kind of zip tying them fast to the brake line and bringing them up here. So I'm going to mount the controller right in here somewhere, and I'm going to tape it up or whatever just so I can make it as waterproof as possible so it's not going to get damaged and so on and so forth. But one thing that I am going to do, I'm going to have to lengthen the wires, the positive and the negative wire, which is really no big deal. And another thing that I'm going to do is I'm just running it directly from the battery. I'm not trying to tap into the fuse box or anything, which is what you probably should do. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go directly on the battery terminals here. And I have an inline fuse that I'm going to put in. I'm not just going to run it straight to the battery and not fuse it. So I bought this and I bought fuses and everything. So I'm going to install that. And since I have to run extra wire anyway, I'm going to come right out of my fuse line and go right into the controller and wire everything up. And like I said before, these basically are just going to all screw right in. So simple. If you can't figure that out, then no more needs to be said from me. What is in this box, you may be asking yourself? Well, it's a very good story, actually. And I haven't opened this box yet at all until now. But basically, long story short, this is a pain in the ass. Long story short, the rock lights that were sent to me, installed them, went through the whole entire process, and went to turn them on, use the app, the Bluetooth app that supposedly works for it. And they would come on briefly and go right off. I've literally tried everything I possibly could, got a hold of the company, all sorts of different things. And long story short, they basically told me that I apparently had either a bad unit or something. So they ended up sending me this, what is in the box. And I believe it's not even just the controller, it is the whole entire kit, which I didn't really need the whole entire kit. I just needed the Bluetooth controller. But the fact that they sent me the whole kit is pretty legit. I mean, they didn't have to do that, and I'm gonna have probably extra lights and everything else now. So I hopefully the controllers aren't synced to certain lights or anything, because then if I gotta change everything again, I'm not gonna be happy. I don't think that's the case, but we're about to get this open here and see if they sent me everything I need. And wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they actually sent me an 8 kit, the first one I bought was actually only a 4-pod kit, and they sent me an 8-pod kit. So this is the first time I'm opening this. That is pretty cool. So I'm gonna have extra lights for a very long time. And right here is the LED controller. We'll pop that out of there. And it actually comes with a user manual this time. Last time it didn't come with any of this stuff because they shorted me all of it. So that's pretty cool that they sent everything that I'm gonna need, and they sent extra. So they went above and beyond. So the only thing I should have to do is wire in this controller, and I might have to find the 1 wire harness in there, but other than that, that's all I should have to do. Everything is still in here. All the rock lights from before are still right there, really dirty and crappy. So hopefully they still work. Just wire it back in, test it out, and hope that it works. And there you have it. Absolutely nothing coming from the lights. Again. So therefore, 1, this product is shit. 2, I wasted a lot of time messing with all this. And it's not like I bought some for eBay or real cheap kind of rock lights or anything. I mean, this was pushing like $200 for this kit. So it is what it is, you know. I'm tired of messing with it. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. Right here's the new controller, and this just looks chintzy and cheap. But this is the new one. Wired it up. Still cannot get it to connect to Bluetooth. So I'm just tired of pissing with it. I'm not gonna piss with it anymore. I'm not even gonna mess with it. And also the instructions said something about, I guess it's a multi kind of use module or controller. Therefore, you can plug it in directly to an outlet, I believe. I guess you can use it for LED strip lights, whatever. So I guess it's a universal controller, but so I tried doing that too, and I'm pretty sure it fried all the rock lights around. So whatever, I don't really care at this point. It is what it is. I got it off of carid.com. It's the Lumen setup. I would not recommend it, obviously. It's junk, and the app that they have you download, which you scan it with your QR scanner, you can download the app and everything fine, but then when you go to actually sync the Bluetooth and hook up the Bluetooth, you can't even find it. It doesn't even pick up a signal or anything. So totally pointless. Don't even waste your time. Don't even waste your money. Buy from somewhere, as far as rock lights go, that you can find a reputable dealer and a good review on them, which these had good reviews. That's the weird thing. But as soon as I started looking up troubleshooting stuff and everything like that, can't find anything. So whatever, it is what it is. Gonna be an epic fail on my part, and epic fail on the company's part. I mean, they sent me, this is the second one they sent me, and they didn't charge me anything, so I'll give them props to that. But I mean, the fact that they did that, it kind of leads me to believe they know there's a problem. So whatever, it's all just a waste of time, and luckily I only paid that money one time, and it's not like it was $500–600. So it is what it is. Live and you learn. But hope you guys enjoyed today's epic fail video, and hopefully next video will be a little bit better and more productive. I don't even know if I should post this, but I probably will. So hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day, and don't mess up